Welcome back to the channel, guys. This time we're going to review the iPhone 5S SE. I know it's a little bit late, but I'm going to tell you why I actually think that this is a little gem of a phone, if you can see past the screen size. Visually, there's only a couple of things that separates the iPhone 5 SE and the 5S, or the 5 even. One, the only way you're going to know that you have an SE is by the logo on the back. It has a little tiny little bit that says SE, stands for Special Edition. And the other thing is it being rose gold. Other than that, they're virtually identical. The button positioning, the volume rocker, the power button, the Touch ID sensor is all first generation. The iPhone 5 SE will have, however, a 64 gig storage, which I'm not entirely sure. I think yes it does. The 5S also has the same. The 5 didn't, however. Screen size 1136 by 640, so that is a standard Retina display that Apple's had for a while. Yes, the lovely 4-inch display, which is kind of dated, and it makes you think that the phone is actually a toy because of its size. Having said that, here's the good things that Apple has done. For the ones that don't know, this actually has the iPhone 6S chip inside it. That's the A9 that's running a dual core at 1.8 GHz. So for a screen of this size, it's going to be super fast. The camera on the back as well is the great camera that we have from the iPhone 6 with a f2.2 shutter, and this is capable of recording 4K. I mean, look at this tiny little thing can record 4K. Yes, the 5 and the 5S, they just can't do that. The front camera, however, is a 2.4 aperture on it, and is a 1.8 megapixel camera, so the selfies are still not great. I mean, look at these pictures here. I always say to the left, but I'm actually going to point to the right this time, because that's where I'm going to put the pictures and video. Shot at 4K. I mean, the colors and everything is great. And here's some pictures I've taken from the rear-facing camera and the front-facing camera, so you guys can see. Absolutely brilliant. No, this phone doesn't actually have the 3D touch on it like you have on the iPhone 6 S and indeed the 7, but it does have one that the 7 doesn't have, which is a headphone jack. Of course, lightning port, single speaker at the bottom. It's not waterproof, of course, but then it is, it's not meant to be. But in my opinion, this is why Apple have done a great job with this. Yes, they could have designed it again and given it a different look completely, but why, when you have such a great iconic design? This phone was actually the only model of iPhones that I've owned for 3 years, because I didn't upgrade because Apple at the time refused to increase the screen size. Little did we know now that we have a 5.5 inch iPhone 7 Plus, which is what I use. When we put them side by side, as you can see here now, it dwarfs it. I mean, we're so used to so big phones, but there is clearly a market for smaller phones. The fact that you can reach across the screen really easily is something that we've all forgotten. Although the bigger screens are, of course, what we've become accustomed now with, the 5-inch screens is the normal, the 5.5 inch screen is the normal. Later this year, we're going to have probably a 5.8 screen. It's all looking great. However, you might say that the 4-inch screen is still relevant today. I mean, of course, think of what phone you have just purchased to your kid. Probably the 5C. They are coming up to their renewal date. What phone will you buy them that is actually relevant, still cheap enough? Of course, it's going to be the SC. Looks great, looks cool, durable, shoots great video. The battery itself as well is 16 milliamps, which basically gives you the whole day easily. Not a 2-day battery like the phone 7 Plus or 6 Plus even, but then again, they've done a great job of cramming a good battery into this, because what Apple really do well is optimization, and you will get this thing to be on standby for 3-4 days easily. If you don't use it too much, again, it will last you the whole day quite easily too. So, do you think that you would be buying one? Should I say? I can't live with a smaller screen anymore, however, because I've been so accustomed to the 5.5 inch. If you haven't, or you are definitely set to not go with a bigger screen because you wear super tight jeans, or your handbag is really small, or you're definitely buying this for your kid and you're concerned about price points, let me put it like this. At the £300 to £400 price mark, nothing is faster than this. It's as simple as that. Nothing shoots 4K video like this does, and nothing shoots pictures as quickly, as accurately like this does. So if Apple had this on a 5-inch screen, it'd rival the 7 for how good it is. So, as usual guys, if you like the review, if you share your sentiments about the phone like I do, share your comments below. If you don't agree with it, of course, do share them below as well. Click the like button, help me out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with your friends. Maybe one of your colleagues is thinking of buying a new phone. They want to know a bit more about this. Share my video with them and they might find some handy tips. If you think that I failed to cover some points, also do mention them below. I'm happy to hear about what you guys think. And thank you for the support. So don't forget to subscribe.